What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. So this is a video about what's selling on eBay right now. I do these about once a week. Going to be about 20, 25 items or so that are selling. Hopefully stuff you can try to find, pick up, make a little money on. Got sales all the way from like 275 bucks all the way down to 10, 12, $13. So kind of all over the map, like how I am. But yeah, so please like, subscribe, comment. You know how I do this. Where is that thing coming from? Check us out. Check out some other videos. Really helps, push the algorithm a little bit, help us out. We'd appreciate it if you want to. If you don't like us, then you don't have to, of course. But yeah, we're going to get right to it. We're going to get right into it and see what's sold. So hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. All right, taking over the top spot here, we got Voodoo 5 5500 AGP by 3DFX. Zero clue what any of that means, but what I do know about all these numbers is it sold for $625 on an offer. Had it listed for $749. I think I started this thing out at like $1,400, just shooting for the stars, and I missed, and I dropped it, and I dropped it, and I dropped it. This is the first real legitimate offer I've had on it. I bit and took it. Going to Romania. So that's pretty cool. Part of eBay's international shipping program. Super easy. I ship it to them and they handle it from there. All customer interactions, returns, blah, blah, blah is handled by eBay. So great program. Great for the buyer. Hopefully it's great for the seller. But yeah, this came out of a storage unit. Hearing me talk about the best unit we got, crushing, blah, blah, blah. It just, because here we are, $625 for this thing. If you saw my last video or video before, sold an $800 set of CDs. So just full of amazing product. So if you see this creepy looking dude at a yard sale or Goodwill, or Goodwill probably priced it about $37,000. Sorry, Goodwill. Just, it's true. Again, you see this like whatever. Yeah, it's $625. Maybe a little more if you were a little more patient. But I'm not, because I'm trying to go see the Red Clay Strays and Red Rocks in 7 days, and I need some money. That'll help, because tickets are really expensive. But, and I don't have a ticket yet, Airbnb or hotel or a flight or any of that. So again, I don't know how much more I can say about this. It's a video game card, 3D card. I think it was like the last 3D card made or something. Someone told me. So that's what makes it so collectible and valuable. I wish I had a truckload full of these, but I don't. So, and I guess that's about it. I'm going to voodoo out of here. All right, up here we got a Johnny Walker Baccarat edition. Just a bottle in its case. Sold for $275 on an offer. I think I sold this in like a day. Had it listed for $349. Somebody jumped at $275. I took it. Didn't really know where to price it. Wasn't really a lot of comps on an empty bottle of this particular release. It's full. It's anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. There was about that much in it, so got to have a little taste, and it was wonderful. Don't know that I would pay $7,000 for it, but I couldn't tell the difference between that and Johnny Walker Blue. So you can buy Johnny Walker Blue for $250, $275. Anywho, but you found this in a storage unit, and it's really going to help us hopefully break even on that one, because it cost a fortune. But yeah, $275. This thing's made of crystal. It's super heavy. Really nice box. We'll go ahead and pop it open, shake the camera, all the fun stuff. That slides. And you got that. Got leather here. Got the embossed logos. In here you have a little booklet and a crystal decanter topper. It's in there. Yeah, it's got the Johnny Walker logo there. So yeah, I think this is made by the Baccarat House in England or Great Britain or Scotland or over there on the island somewhere. Same crystal maker for the Queen, King, Joker, Smoker, Midnight Toker. So high-end stuff here. So this is going to Australia for $275 plus shipping. I don't know what it's going to cost them to get it over there. I got to ship it to eBay, and then eBay ships it to them. Great program. If you get automatically enrolled in international shipping program through eBay, it's a blessing, because tons of sales going overseas, and it's super easy. But anyways, you see something like this out, empty bottle, pick it up. I'm sure there's not very many of them out there, but $275 coming your way. All right, we're going to walk out of here. All right, up here we got a Patagonia brown jacket. Bought this at Goodwill for, I think, $16.99. A little bit of a risk for me. But guess what? This thing ended up selling for $145. I don't know why. I didn't know it at the time. It's just sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. But yeah, this sold for $145. Took about 2 months to sell. It's some sort of tactical, what have you. There's a little hide and go seek. Peekaboo. Patagonia. I don't know how old it is. Men's medium. Common Threads recycling program. That's nice and sweet. But yeah, that's the jacket. So if you see this jacket out in the wild, you might be able to pick her up and make $100 and something on it. So again, it's better to be lucky than good. Part of it, you're out there enough and you take enough risk. Sometimes it pays off. So this one paid off really well. About 10 times the money. Happy to have this kind of stuff. That's what makes the world go around for a reseller. So yep. I'm going to go ahead and move on from this one and go to the next. All right, up here we got a vintage Star Wars A-Wing pilot. Sold for $123. On an offer, it was listed at $130. It took about, I don't know, listed it right before I went to bed and woke up 5 hours later and it's had an offer and I took it and it paid. So going out to California, this is part of the Power of the Force last 17. So these last 17 are pretty much the most valuable loose figures. There's some others that are up there as far as the first 12. Hard to beat the money on our last 17 figure. Again, this one sold for $123. Doesn't have the blaster. If it had the blaster, we're looking into the twos. It's in really great shape. So, you're looking at no paint wear really on the face, the boots, the fingers. The gray there on this little pouch or whatever that is, little fanny pack. Nothing's really worn. The booty there is pretty good. Booty, rocket everywhere. Where they sit in a case like this and they rub, they'll get some wear right in here or back here, wherever it's touching something. But again, this one's in phenomenal shape. It'll clean up. The limbs are tight. That matters. Get over here. If you shake it, nothing's moving. That's how I do my limb check. Just, but yeah, vintage Star Wars. Bought this at a pawn shop for $200. 2 cases full of Star Wars stuff for $200. I think it was actually $220. I was actually getting some paint mixed at Sherman Williams next door, and I was like, I'm gonna pop into that pawn shop and see if they have anything tool-wise I was looking for at the time. And I just happened to ask, you got any old toys? And she's like, no, we don't. And, oh, wait a second. She brings out these. And just about all of the last 17 were in there. A couple $1,000 I'm into those for already. I've got a few left. Probably pushing $3,000 for that $220 haul. All I had to do was ask the question. Don't be afraid to ask the question. If you're looking for something, if you sell something really well, if you're at a yard sale, a flea market, we're not on a flea market. They got everything out there on the table. Network, just, hey, I'm looking for vintage toys. I'm looking for video games. I'm looking for whatever it may be. Case knives, whatever it is. Ask the question. You never know. I've had so many people just pull stuff out. Oh, I didn't even think about putting these out. Here, what do you want? You want all these? Yeah, and you got a truckload of G.I. Joes for $75, and you're just swimming in money. So ask the question. So that's about it on this one. I'm gonna fly out of here. Right up here, we got a pair of Nike Sprites. These sold on eBay for $109. Don't know much about them. I think they might be Hideki Nomos. They're not going to be here anymore. So paid $8.99 or $12.99 for these. Can't remember if I got them at Goodwill or American Thrift Store. You'll have to watch one of my haul videos because it's on there a couple of weeks ago. So it didn't last long. Happy to see them go. And I'm going to walk out of here. Up here we got a vintage Star Wars Power of the Force coin that came with an action figure in a package. This one's not in the package, but you can see the little better. It's Chewbacca. That's my Chewbacca. Pretty decent, actually. Disney's trying to hire me, but I'm good. Sold for $35 on an offer. Had it listed for $39.99. It's not in perfect shape. If it was mint, I might be able to get $60 out of it. But put it up for $39.99. It sold in less than 7, 8 hours at 35 bucks. I'll take it all day long. Got to get some cash flow rolling in. I'm trying to go to a concert at Red Rocks. Tickets are stupid money. Trying to go see the Red Clay Strays. If you haven't seen the Red Clay Strays, highly recommend it. The lead singer, Brandon Coleman, is an absolute alien. But back to the point. Yeah, 35 bucks. This little plastic zinc trinket here. These sell well, sell fast. Look at me. I'm going to subscribe to your channel. So vintage Star Wars, especially the last 17 Power of the Force series. Sealed stuff goes crazy money. The better the condition, the better the price. As with anything, do your comps and pick it up. Make great money on it if you can. They're hard to find. I'm going to shake the camera and get out of here. All right, up here we got an AMD motherboard, a B550A Pro, whatever that is. I'm clueless on computer stuff. It takes me got to do a lot of homework just to comp these things and make sure I got the right little part number and, input this and gigahertz that. And, it's just very specific stuff here. And, can be a little bit of a gunslinger myself. So, these are teaching me lessons at times where I've got to slow down, pay attention a little harder on the little minor details that to me are, okay, it's a 1.2, not a 1.4. Okay. Well, apparently that's a big deal. So, not throwing shade at it. I'm just, trying to educate others because I had to go to school myself on this. So anyways, this sold for, I don't remember, 60 bucks, 50 bucks. It just sold. I don't write all this down. I don't, I could make it pop up on the screen and do all the stuff. And I'm working on getting better at that. And I know how to do it. I could either spend 3 days editing the video or get it out. So I'm working on it. But anywho, back to the point, if there was one. Yeah, it sold took an offer on it, I think. It sold. I had an offer on it and declined it. And by the time I woke up, this thing sold. So I posted it as untested and priced it as that. Hopefully it will not be a return because the doohickey is not doohickeyin. But anyways, that's enough about this. We're going to go to the next. All right, sold a pair of these ladies' shoes, made in Italy, Sesto, blah, 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 not going to be able to pronounce it. Crocodile woven thingies here. Sold them for 62 bucks, so you can giddy up. I think I paid $6.99 for them at Goodwill. Great profit margin. I'll do this all day long if I can. I don't really buy a lot of lady shoes because I just don't know a whole lot about it. I do scan, cowboy boots and, things that are obvious to a big dumb imbecile like me. But, I see made in Italy. I'm going to check it a little further. Did the comps on these. Worth picking up. Worth selling. They sold. Took about a month. Again, 62 bucks out of $6.99. That's how you make money. That's how you have a lasting shot at this. Doing it full time or part time is picking up stuff that you make 50 bucks on. I mean, just all day long. Those add up. So good luck finding something like this. Hope you do, and hope you maybe learn something on these Italian shoes. There's the label, better lighting. Made in Italy, Sesto. I think something a lot of C's and I's and U's and E's. In Florence. I love Florence. Beautiful city. Might be my favorite in Italy, besides the Amalfi Coast. But anywho, moving on, and we're walking out of here. All right, up here we got this cool Born in the Mountains jacket. That's kind of an outdoorsy brand. Sells really pretty quick, pretty fast, pretty good money. I think this sold for 45 bucks in about 2 weeks. Came out of a storage unit, so don't really have a whole lot in this. So picked up, I think I sold a pair of pants for 45, 50 bucks as well. No, they sell for 60. Yeah, 60 bucks. So yeah, look out for this brand, this tag. Let me get it up here. Cool. Pretty cool to have it. Pretty cool to see it sell. Get it. Not much else I can say about it. It's a cool jacket. All right, up here we got a pair of boots. Vasque, I don't know. Can't pronounce it. You're going to find that pretty common with me. I can't pronounce a lot of this stuff, especially when it's French or Swahili or whatever. Can't do it. I'm from the country and I like it that way. But anywho, these sold for $59.99. Got them from Goodwill at I don't remember, $6.99, $8.99, $59.99. Who knows what I paid there? They're all over the place. Usually the more valuable the shoe is for me, the less I pay for it there. Anyways, but yeah, this took about a month and a half, 2 months to sell, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know. I'm not really charting all this stuff that much for you guys, but I haven't had them that long, and they're in pretty good shape. They've been on the trail a time or two, but these are probably expensive new, so they're going to be a little more expensive used. So, yep, we're going to hike out of here. All right, up here we got a big giant book called Poolside with Slim Errands. No one's going to call me that, but I don't really know what it's about. It's a book about pools. It's a coffee table book about coffee tables. If you don't have a coffee table, the book turns into a coffee table. A little more Seinfeld reference for you. So if you watch any of my videos, I'm a big Seinfeld fan. Back to the point. This sold for $30. I ended up, for some reason, had it listed for $99.99. I don't know what I was drinking that night, but apparently it wasn't water. And the buyer messaged me, hey, these are selling for this on Amazon, new. This one's new, sealed, it's plastic. And they offered me $30, shipping not included. They said, I'd rather support a small business. And I said, you know what? Let me check the comps on it real quick. Check the comps. Buyer was right. Happy to be schooled on that, and happy to make the sale at $30 and ship it out. This one came out of a storage unit, pure profit. Just best unit on the planet, maybe. Not really, but it's in the top 100 probably, because it's been a phenomenal. So yeah, I'm gonna dive out of here. All right, up next we got the Beverly Hills Hotel and Bungalows bucket hat here. Sold for $45, I believe. This is the second one I've had. Also had a Beverly Hills vintage beach towel. I got listed for $200. I'll take it. But yeah, this one took about, I think I had it listed in May. First one sold pretty quick. This one just kind of bounced around and hasn't sold, but now it's going. So going back to California. Going back to Cali. Little Notorious B.I.G. Bucket hat. I need to clean it. What's going on there? Puka Nakua. It's a receiver for the Rams. I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, maybe he bought the hat. I don't know. $45. It came out of a storage unit. So don't really know how much I have in this one yet. Probably about $800 because that unit was a small fortune. But yeah, all right. We're hatting out. All right, up here we got an O'Neill classic fit, modern fit, extra large canvas short sleeve shirt. Sold for $18.50. Sealed in the little bag here. Came out of a storage unit. So it's the best unit we've ever had. Keep saying that because it keeps selling stuff. $18.50. I had it listed for like $20 or $25. That's what it was. Offer came in at like $13. I countered with $18.50. They countered with $15.50. I declined. They came back at $18.50. I accepted. It's going out the door. Not a whole lot to say about this one, other than it sold for $18.50 and took about 2.5 months to sell. All right, up here we got a pair of Ariat cowboy boots. Got the America flag on the front, so you can be square toe stepping with these America boots, just repping. Rep your city. All right, PD Pablo. Sold for $44, I think. Bought them for, I think, $12.99 or $14.99 at a thrift store. So, not a great buy as far as purchase price, but, $20 spread after fees, it's worth it. I had to do a little conditioning on these. They were a little crackly, and so they took a minute to clean and all that. So I probably made, 4 cents an hour. Might as well just go to China and start making Nikes, but, no shade. Well, really it is. It's kind of bad, but anyways, yeah, Doc Martens, leather balm or magic balm, or what don't you put a balm on? Did I tell you to put a balm on? That's Seinfeld. Well, Jackie Childs. Check it out. Where was I? Seinfeld. I'll just get lost. Yeah, $44. So I'll probably, I'm gonna make 20. Worth it. Ariat sell pretty well. Certain cowboy boots do well. So do your comps, do your homework, and all right, I'm stepping out. All right, up here we got a PS3 Bloodstone 007 by Activision. Sold for $44.39, I think. Sent out some offers, so it's kind of an oddball number. That's why. This thing's sealed, never been opened, never been played. $44 for a video game, I'll take that. Came out of a storage unit, like most of these video games have. Video games are hard to find to make money on, for me at least. But not when you find a big bundle in a storage unit when they're all sealed. So hit the jackpot there. Straight to the bottom line, where we like it to go. Not much more I can say. I've never played the game, so I don't know. Bond, James Bond. That's about it on that. So, yep, $44. Video games sell well. If you can find them, get a good deal on them. Pick them up. You'll make money. Good luck out there. All right, up next we got a pair of Nike boots. I can't read it. Trail frame. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, pick these up for $6.99 at a thrift store. I think Goodwill, G-Dubs. Appreciate you. They usually mark Nikes up to $39, $49. So, these slipped through the cracks, and I snatched them. And I always check out, like, tactical boots. They're going to sell well, especially when they're $6.99. Check them out at yard sales. You might be able to get them for $2 or $3. But, yeah, these Nikes sold, I think, for $45 in about 2 or 3 weeks. Happy to have that. I'll pick them up all day long if I can. So, I love finding stuff at the thrift stores because they're trying to maximize their profits, and I'm not mad about that. But when they're trying to get full retail, good luck. But yeah, so these slipped through the cracks, and I snagged them. So, I love when you beat the system. It's a great feeling. So, not much more I can say about these other than look out for Nikes, especially these tacticals. I mean, they're not perfect. They're not bad either. They got the swoosh here on the side. That's about it. They've got these little swooshes here and this little plastic piece, but nothing else. These don't scream and hit you over the head to say, I'm in a pair of Nikes, look at me. So you might be able to get these and make a little money. Good luck. And I'm going to shake my camera first. You can tell, Fizzle. All right, up here we got this Hercules guitar stand, GS41 4B Plus, upgraded AGS. Have zero clue what any of that means. Don't know a whole lot about guitars. I like to listen to them play, but I don't know how to play them. But yeah, this thing's new in the box. Sold for, I think, $25, $30 on an offer. Took it. Been listed for about a month or so. Came out of a storage unit. Gonna help us make some money on that one finally, we hope. Again, music stuff sells. There's a lot of players out there, so playa. Yeah, Hercules brand. Hercules. Cletus, I'll toss this knife between a crack of y'all. Back to the point. Yeah. If you see this out and you can get it for $1 or so at a yard sale, pick it up. You'll make a little money. All right, we're strumming out. All right, up here we got a Starbucks mug, Peru Starbucks coffee. Part of the collector series, 2009. Let's actually see it. Down here. That's great. No, there you go. Sold in like 30 minutes. Going to China. So that's kind of cool. $25. Paid $1.39 at Goodwill for it. I don't buy a whole lot of coffee mugs, but I do look every time I go because I've sold coffee mugs for $45, $50. Here's one for $25, picking them up for $1.39 all day long. So I'll take that spread and take it straight to the bank and buy me a cup of coffee. Not from Starbucks. I make it at home and save a lot of money. So anywho, we're out. All right, up here we got a 25-foot Mogami guitar wire with some gold Neuralink connectors. Don't know a lot about music stuff. I know a little bit about music, but not how to play it or plug it or any of that stuff. So I'm not going to go on all day about that. Pretty easy to comp these. This came out of a storage unit. Don't know that I would pick this specific one up on its own, but you come across a big box of wire. These this one sold for $12.50. So, can make some money there. I've had some sell for $20 or $30, depending on the connectors, I believe. So you never know. Keep your eyes peeled and do some comps and maybe make a little dollar. Maybe make a little music, go cha-ching with the eBay app. And we're going to get out of here. All right, up here we sold a lot of Pro Shot gun cleaning patches and bore mop. Have zero clue what any of this stuff is or how to use it or any of that stuff. I know how to shoot a gun. I don't know how to clean one, but not professionally. So, yeah, I think these sold for like $23 on an offer. Came out of a storage unit. We're selling. I don't know that I'd pick these up, on their own, but you never know. But yeah, happy to see these, happy to have them. It took about, I think, a month and a half to sell. So good stuff. Maybe you make a little money on them. I'm shooting out. All right, up here we got a book called The French Laundry, per se. S'il vous plaît. That's all I got. By Thomas Keller. I think this thing sold for $25, somewhere around there. This is the second one I've had. Both were sealed. Both came out of a storage unit. Great storage unit, just crushing it still. Maybe you've heard me say crushing it a lot. Maybe I'll come up with some new words on the next video. But yeah, not much to say about it. It's a cookbook, I think, about French food, which I think's a little overrated, but, you know, I'm just a bad American, so what do I know? I do like France, though. It's very nice. So yeah, there's a book, and it's about French laundry or French food or what have you. $25. So books do sell. All right, up here we got this wooden Mayan calendar. Came out of a storage unit, sold it for $20. So it's worth selling. I don't know that I would pick this up, but at a thrift store for whatever they want to charge, $17. So good luck. But yeah, for coming out of a storage unit, these things are worth listing. You get it at a yard sale for 50 cents, $20. It's worth it. It's wooden. I don't know. It looks like it's carved. I don't know. Stained. But yeah, I don't know much more to say about the Mayan calendar here. I'm not a Mayan calendar expert, but I can still sell stuff I don't know about, and we did it. So happy to have it. Happy to see it go. All right, up here I got this GE SmartWave dimmer switch, sold for $14.99. Came out of a bag of stuff that I've sold plenty of things out of. Sold an Amazon ring for $250, a bunch of plugs for, I think, $19. So I've sold over $300 out of this little grocery bag of stuff. I got a yard sale for, I think, $10. So I got probably another $100 worth of inventory out of that. So I'll take $10, turn it into $400 every time I can. Really just got lucky. I mean, I picked it up. I'm like, oh, I know a couple things in here. It's worth $10. I'll take a shot, and kind of the Amazon ring was a nice little bonus. So, that's part of, you know, it's a numbers game. You're out there, you do this enough, you find stuff like that. Follow your instincts, follow your gut. The more you do this, the more you'll learn. You know, you just pick it up and go. So anywho, yeah, this is a switch sold for $14.99. So if you find a ton of this somewhere, let me get my thumb out of the way, and there you are. That's it, $15. I'll make a nickel. Giddy up. I'm just trying to turn the lights off. All right, here we got a Blu-ray, District 9. Peter Jackson presents a film by Neil Blomkamp. Don't know anything about the movie, never watched it. Not really up my alley. Not into all that zombie space killers. More of a Farley guy, or, you know, Lebowski. But anyhow, sold for $12. You know, big deal there. Came out of a storage unit, worth selling. Gonna make probably 45 cents, 50 cents on this one after eBay gets their money and everything. So not that I hate eBay and them getting fees and all that. I really don't mind, for the most part, because they're allowing me to sell my stuff all over the world. And, so I try to look at it in a positive way, and it really didn't bother me. So, I recommend that, because you're not going to change the fees if you're upset over them. So it's kind of like politics. I don't follow it anymore. Okay, I can't change the thing. So same thing here. I can't change the fees, so all I can do is sell District 9 for $12 and make a nickel, move on down the road. But, yeah, that's about it. It's sealed. Hey, look at me, I'm sealed. So we're selling, you know, I'll probably make $5-6 on this. So that's 5 or 6 to the good. So let's do it. All right, up here we got a PS4 Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes Tactical Espionage Operations by Konami. Sold for like $13.61 or something. I sent out some offers and got a bite on this one. You know, came out of a storage unit. This thing's sealed. We're profitable on this unit already, so this one's pure profit, straight to the bottom line, where we like it to go. So it was worth doing. Make $5-6 on it, $7. I don't know. I'm not an eBay algorithm expert, so happy to have it. Happy to make a lot of money on it. Goodbye. All right, up next we sold this Patagonia hip pack, fanny pack, give a dog a bone. Sold it for 20 bucks in about 3 days, 2 days. Bought it at a yard sale for $2. Gotta love that. So 10 times your money in 2 days. I wish I could find this all day long. Patagonia sells really well, pretty quick, except for the jacket I have for sale on eBay, but it's $169. Paid like $13 for it, so I'll wait. But anyhow, this one's going somewhere, and hopefully it'll have a lot of fun. Right up here, we sold this big grizzly cut stag handle lockback knife. Sold it for 50 bucks. Had it listed for 90 bucks, I think, and not much action on this one. Never heard of the brand. Somebody took a stab at 50 bucks, and I bought it. So this one's going out the door. Knives sell well. Knives sell pretty fast. Come across some knives pretty cheap. Pick them up. All right, I'm cutting out. All right, so that's it for what's sold. That's the 20 of whatever items that was going to be. I don't know how many there are yet, so doing the best I can. So I hope you saw something that, hey, I've seen those before. I can sell those, make money, yay! Because, hey, let's all make a little money in this. Thanks for watching all the way through. That's pretty impressive. It's probably just my mom, my dad, and maybe a couple other people. But anywho, I really appreciate everybody watching. Means a lot. Having a lot of fun doing this. I'm not trying to do this to become, rich off YouTube. I'm a goofball and I like having fun. So, please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the button over there. Is it there? I don't know. It's a steel sign going on. Help us out. Hook us up. Got to get 1,000 subscribers on here to make a nickel. Not really doing this for the money, but it'd be fun. It's kind of a challenge. So I'm having a blast. I hope y'all are too. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.